Hey guys, this is Matt Wenning at WenningStrength.com, and today we're going to talk about the top fitness scams in my opinion. Now, everybody has their different views on this. I'm going to give you mine, and hopefully it steers you clear of training like an idiot. So let's get at it. The first thing that I think we need to analyze or calculate when we're looking at somebody trying to either sell us something or tell us something to train is looking at stuff long term. So if somebody's selling you a 30-day diet or a 4-week bench program or anything that sounds like that, chances are it's not any good. And I'm going to tell you why. Because for most of us that are not genetic freaks, which is 99.9% of the people watching this video, it's going to take time to do anything and to change your lifestyle. So what that means is if you do a fad crash diet where you lower your calories way too far for a short period of time, I would say the majority of the people that do that gain all their weight back and then some. And the reason is they damage your metabolic rate. Now, if we look at the strength training side, short term, we say we sell a 4-week or a 1-month or maybe even a 60-day bench press program, let's say for example, we know that that's probably garbage, because the fact of the matter is that the only people that are going to see vast improvements in 3, maybe 4 months is going to be people that are beginners. As you know, I mean, you guys, maybe a lot of you guys watching have trained for a year and maybe only put 5 or 10 pounds on your bench press or your squat or your deadlift. The point is that good, proper training protocols take time to see results. And if something shows you fast results, then that means it's usually going to retreat or go away quickly or require a lot more work than you're personally prepared for, causing a lot of injuries. So what I say is that if somebody's not at least telling you 12, 15, or 20 weeks to do something, they're probably trying to sell you some sort of a gimmick and they just want your money. So be aware of that. The next thing that I think we need to talk about is there is no magic pill. Now, yes, I take a pretty decent amount of supplements, but let's look at the word supplement. You should be supplementing what you're already doing correctly. And that means that supplements will not fix the problem in of itself. You know, let's say you're trying to lower blood pressure, for example. So you're taking all the recommended fish oil that I or Charles Poliquin or somebody else says, but every day you stop at McDonald's and have 15 hash browns. It's not going to fix your blood pressure, right? You need to be doing stuff correctly. Supplementation will aid if you're already doing things correctly, meaning that you need to be eating correctly, training correctly, and most importantly, in my opinion, sleeping and recovering correctly. Now, supplementation can help you on that path, but if you're staying up till 2 a.m., no amount of magnesium is going to fix that problem the next day. The point is that fix your own personal issues, such as eating habits, prepping your food, making sure you get to bed at a normal time, lowering your amount of blue light after, say, 7 p.m., all these other things that we've talked about in other videos before you start looking at supplements to fix everything. Now, once you get to that point and you've been doing things correctly, definitely go to ATP Labs and start supplementing what you need to do with either protein or fish oil or magnesium or these other things. But the point is that fix yourself first and then supplement with supplements, but don't think that supplements are going to fix everything. There's no magic pill. The next big thing I think you need to be thinking about is that the human body is not simple. So if somebody's selling you a simple program with simple exercises that are used over and over and over again, it's not that easy. I'm here to tell you, I've been doing this a long time with a lot of people. The point is if you do the same thing over and over again, expect the same results, which after a while is going to be zero and or injury. The point is that that's why I went to a conjugate thought process where I'm rotating stimuluses, right? Let's look at it like reading a book. The first time I pick up a book and read it, I'm going to get the most out of the book because I've never seen that information. But the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, maybe 7th or 10th time that I read it, I'm just going in kind of in circles and my body's already learned what that book has to offer. In my personal opinion, it's the same thing with weight training or any kind of exercising. Once you get good at something, you need to rotate it in and out in order to increase stimulation on the tissue and kind of have that shock method. Now, yes, a lot of people talk about muscle confusion and how it's not real and all these other things. But the other big thing you got to remember is if you're doing the same thing over and over again, is that psychological burnout is huge. Meaning that what you can stick with is usually your best avenue. And the point is that if you're rotating what you're doing all the time, creating new challenges and having new stimuluses, chances are not only are you going to stick with it, but you're going to reduce and lower injuries, one, and two, you're just going to have fun training. So the point is that if somebody's selling you where you bench press with a straight bar with the same type of shit all the time, but all they do is raise the intensity, in my opinion, they're selling you a program that was way too easy to design. What you have to remember is that the human body is one of the hardest things to understand. We still don't know all the ins and outs about hormones, biomechanics, stretch reflex, even muscle contraction. We have great ideas and theories, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of confusing for a lot of people to put all those things together and make it work as one as your body does. And that means that simplistic programs can't work to their absolute best because you can't bring a simplistic answer to a very complex problem. It just doesn't work that way. So if you're downloading a workout or you're doing this and they're not asking you for blood work, or they're not asking you for previous or post injuries, they're not asking you for all of this information to create the best workout that they maybe possibly can, then you're selling yourself short. So the point is that if you're doing workouts and they look too similar every week and you're starting to get joint pain and you're starting to get burned out, it's not you, it's the workout. So don't come to a place with a complex problem with a simplistic answer. So I hope this helps a ton for you guys. I hope that this is starting to kind of guide you into staying away from a lot of the different catches and BS that's out in the fitness industry, and starts pulling you into smarter people. So if you guys need some help, join our online coaching, or at the very least, go check out our manuals and our other YouTube videos, and we'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.